Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, of course, I'm sure everybody has heard about this so far, and I kind of waited. I actually made a video, but I took it down, and I wanted to re-upload a different video because I still wanted to get some more information about this before I really just put out there what I felt set in stone. So, before I say anything about this situation, I just want everybody to know that I don't believe in dragging pastors and men and women of God. I don't believe in talking about men and women of God in a negative way. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, people have taken the whole touch not my anointed out of context and whatnot. And I do believe that, but it's still very true. So I know for a fact that if you don't be careful with who you talk about, there can be consequences. And a lot of people don't believe that because they haven't seen it yet. But don't be mistaken. And I'm not trying to say that to scare anybody or whatever. This is the truth that I know. I've seen things with my own eyes. There's things that I know, so, let's just be careful with this kind of stuff. Although I did still want to say something out of respect, being respectful, just offer my, my viewpoint. So, like I said, everybody already knows by now, I'm sure, the whole issue, with Pastor Creflo Dollar, him coming back and saying that he was, repenting for some ways that he had taught concerning tithing. And from my understanding so far, he was saying that in the past that he kind of used it as a fear tactic. Like a lot of people, one thing I say or I try to make note everywhere is that fear-mongering is not a way to get people to do things concerning the church and concerning God. Because a lot of people, they have been abused, and fear is one of the main tactics of abuse that they have been traumatized with. So I feel like one of the worst things you can do is use that same tactic when it comes to God and church. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like I said, from my understanding, what he was saying is in the past, he would tell people that they were going to be cursed or that they were going to die, stuff like that, if they didn't pay their tithes. And then, he, like he said, he found a new revelation, and he said that he, figured out that was wrong, that that's not the truth, Now, I feel like a lot of people, they misconstrued his message, or they took away what they wanted to take away from him saying that, and I feel like they kind of, tweaked what he said, and like I said, just kind of took what they wanted to away from it. And I feel like what people were taking away from it is that he was saying that paying tithes in general was not right, or that it wasn't something that we should be doing because it's as they've been saying, an Old Testament law. Now that I don't believe at all. I don't believe he was saying everybody stop paying your tithes because you're not supposed to be paying tithes. So that's an Old Testament thing, and because of grace we are we are saved from the law, and that's a law thing. That's not what I believe he was saying. I think he was just saying that he was he was correcting himself from what he said before about him using the whole, bad things are going to happen to you if you don't pay your tithes. He was saying, no, that's not the truth. Like I said, people, I think, are saying now, oh, he's saying we don't have to pay our tithes anymore. Like I said, I don't believe that. I do believe in paying tithes. I do pay my tithes. I don't make a lot of money, but I do pay my tithes to my pastor. I still believe in paying tithes, and I do. And I've been paying my tithes since I first got my first job as a young adult. Been doing it since day one, and I believe that it's just something we should do to honor God. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I have my own, I guess, I don't want to say revelations as to why I feel like we should, but people also have a bad habit these days of labeling everything a false doctrine that they don't want to, I guess, be confronted with. And so I've heard a lot of things. Like I said, people are saying, oh, we shouldn't pay tithes because it's an Old Testament law type thing, and we're saved from the law by grace. And that, oh, well, technically 10% is not technically a tithe because there was, a bunch of different things that you tithe from, and altogether it's supposed to be I think 23% or something like that. And all this kind of other stuff. And that, oh, well, people say, tithing was before the law, even in the time of Abraham, he gave a tenth to Melchizedek, which is the truth. It's biblical. But they were saying, oh, but that's a false doctrine or whatever. And I just, like I said, the whole labeling what you want so you can do what you want. That's what it seems like to me. It's if you don't want to do it, then just say you don't want to do it. But don't label somebody's revelation a false doctrine because it's a reason for, you feel like it's just a reason for them to do it and for you to feel bad for not doing it. I just feel like I said, people have misconstrued this, and because of that, it's introduced a whole new level of confusion into the body of Christ and just people in general. But like I said, I don't care what anybody says. I believe in tithing. I still do it. Like I said, I've been doing it since day one, and I'm not going to stop doing it no matter what anybody says. And I do believe that, I don't believe that you're going to, be cursed if you don't do it. I do believe that you'll be blessed even more for doing it. But anyways, y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments below. Like I said, if you really want to know so badly why, I guess, I do tithe, which I've already said. Like I said, I just feel like it's, to honor God. It's not going to take anything away from me. And I feel like I'll be even more blessed if I do it. But I guess I can maybe go into a little bit more detail, like in the comments or maybe in another video. Maybe, I said. But other than that, y'all just tell me what y'all think down in the comments below.